Hey folks, we're live tonight in McAllen, just a few blocks down the street from where a child was left in a car a couple of days ago. And just as a reminder, your car can get really hot really fast. And as we talked earlier, we think about that in July and August when the heat is, more typical. But in April, you don't think about it so much. So those things you do in the summertime to just, remind yourself, a little string around your finger, whatever it is, do it, because my goodness, the heat the next couple of days is going to be like it was yesterday, especially on Saturday. So just use those extra precautions like we talked yesterday for yourself. Drink plenty of water, wear light colored clothing. Stay cool. It will cool off a little bit second half of the weekend, get back closer to normal. But we've got a couple of days of way above normal temperatures ahead before we cool off at all. Let's take a look at where we are right now. Your current temperatures across the valley are 80s and 90s. When you consider yesterday at this time, we were all closer to 100 degrees. These are the currents, and we're showing 92 here in McAllen, 87 in Weslaco. Harlinson's 81, so we're looking at 10 to almost 20 degrees cooler than yesterday at this time. So, refreshing, I think, kind of does apply. Now, the one thing that's changed from yesterday is humidity has come back up. If you look at the dew points, they're now back in the 70s across most of the valley, or upper 60s in a few spots. And that's pretty high up on the muggy meter. That's up into the really humid category, and it looks like it will stay there for a little while. So even though it's not as hot as yesterday, it feels even warmer than what it really is because the humidity added in makes your apparent temperature, your heat index, feel even hotter than what the actual temperature is right now. Let's look at tomorrow, because high temperatures tomorrow are going to be warmer than today, but not as hot as yesterday. We're kind of transitioning back to another hot one. So tomorrow, McAllen probably touching about 100, Brownsville about 93, 87 at the beach. More of a typical hot day, if you will, in the valley, where it's cooler at the coast and much warmer in the west. But we look ahead beyond that, and that's where you see the big heat wave again set in. Look at Saturday's average high of 103. If we get there, we're going to shatter the record. The record's 101, so Saturday looks like a very warm day. Saturday, a lot like yesterday, and then the front comes in, and look at Sunday. Your high temperature on Sunday, only 85, so a pretty good cool down, almost 20 degrees, courtesy of the front that'll come in Saturday night, early Sunday morning. Across the rest of Texas tonight, temperatures a little more equalized than what they were yesterday. Still in the 70s in the Panhandle, but 80s across the middle part of the state. Then you get down here, you're looking at 90s up and down the Rio Grande. Let's look at the models. Let's take a look at the NAM and see what it says, the North American model. And it shows the warm front already pushing back to the north, but here comes a cool front into the state. That front doesn't make a whole lot of progress tomorrow, so we stay hot and humid. Makes a little progress Saturday, but doesn't get here, so we're very hot. Maybe a little less humid Saturday, but still a very, very warm day across the region. And then Saturday night, Sunday morning, that front should push on through the region. There's a slight chance for a brief shower or thunder shower with that front. The overnight hours, Saturday night, Sunday morning, but it should dry out very quickly if there's any rain at all. It's just a small chance because most of it will stay north of us, but we'll turn breezy and cooler for Sunday and into Monday. Long-range models do heat us up again by the middle part of next week, but at least we get a temporary cool down courtesy of that front early Sunday. Here's Future Track close in on the valley down. Let's watch what happens overnight tonight. We see patchy clouds show up, so tomorrow with that southeasterly wind, it'll be probably overcast early, but those clouds will burn off. We'll end up partly to mostly sunny and breezy tomorrow. But again, with that wind out of the southeast, that'll put a lid on temperatures, bringing the breeze in off the Gulf of Mexico. Saturday, breezy and downright hot by afternoon, with temperatures topping out over 100. The wind may be more out of the south for a while, and then eventually could come from the west for a time on Saturday, especially just a little bit above the surface, and that's going to make Saturday a very hot day across the region. Saturday night, Sunday morning, there's the front. Brief shower a possibility, but behind that, I think things dry out pretty nicely. Sunday should turn out to be a pretty nice day across the region. Let's jump to the forecast. What we have for you for tonight across the region is this: 74 for a low, much more humid. Clouds show up later on. Then tomorrow, I think we see sunshine. Temperatures climb up to about 97, so that's warmer than today, but not as hot as yesterday. 7-day forecast shows we think Saturday is going to be a lot like yesterday. Temperatures over 100. Then we cool it off a little bit temporarily. Then we're back into the 90s by the time we get to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then maybe another front late Wednesday into Thursday cools it off once again. So the ups and downs continue, but I'll tell you what, the ups right now are way up, way above normal, up into record territory. So just keep that in mind, especially tomorrow and again on Saturday. After that, we get a little bit of a break from the heat. Live in McAllen, Tim Smith, Channel 5 News at 6.